Hi everyone, and welcome to Gwyn Collects. Alright, hello everyone. Today I am back with my Japan haul. So I thought I would show you guys everything I picked up in Japan. My vlog should be out hopefully next week with all the stuff we did. I'm still kind of in the editing process and going through all the footage, so it may be like a multi-part vlog depending on how long it gets. We shall see. But yeah, I'm super excited about that video, so keep your eyes out because that will be out soon. But I thought it would be fun to do just a good old-fashioned haul, but this time of everything I picked up in Japan. That includes figures, merchandise, music, a little bit of clothing, DOUJIN, and whatever else I could get my hands on while we were in Japan. And I think it'll be kind of fun, so when you watch my vlog, you'll see me probably shopping for all of these things, and you'll know what I actually ended up picking up. So I'm really excited about this haul. There's a lot of stuff, so I want to get into it quick. But before we get into the haul itself, I just have a quick word from our sponsor today. Today's video is sponsored by spicyyy. As you guys probably know, I'm a pretty frequent user of spicyyy. I've used it to buy a ton of figures and merch that are currently in my collection. So whenever they reach out to sponsor my videos, I'm always super excited to say yes. spicyyy is a proxy service that lets you buy items from different online Japanese shops, and they'll ship them to their warehouse and then ship them to you wherever you live in the world. I personally mostly use spicyyy for Yahoo Japan Auction, Yahoo Japan Shopping, and Mercari JP. Those are the sites I use to buy a ton of the figures in my collection. Yahoo Japan Auction especially can be really beneficial for picking up figures that have recently released or even released a long time ago for absolutely killer prices. I'll show a couple on the screen that I'm currently hunting for right now or have bought recently, and compare their Ami prices with their current auction prices, and you guys can see how much money you can save in these auctions. Sometimes it honestly hurts a little bit when I buy figures and then I see them in auction for like 10,000 yen less. My most recent auction steal was this holo. I got her for about, I think 17,500 yen on auction, where her retail price was 27,000 yen. So I literally saved 10,000 yen by just being a little patient and buying it through auction using spicyyy. spicyyy has been a long-time supporter of my channel, and I highly recommend using them. And they also provided me with a new coupon code. So if you sign up using the link in the description below, you can get a 10% off coupon for 10% off your first purchase. So if you're going to be buying a bigger item like a figure, this 10% off can really go a long way. So thanks again to spicyyy for sponsoring this video. Let's get right into the Japan haul. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with the things I got from Tower Records, because that was one of the first places I went. I went to Tower Records in Shibuya, and I picked up a couple of musical items. So the first thing I picked up is the Wednesday Campanella album. What is this one called? I actually don't know what this album is called. And Neon, I think? Neon? Maybe? I'm so bad. Like, I'm okay at reading Japanese, and actually it helped a lot, I felt, when I was in Japan, my Japanese reading abilities, but as soon as the font gets like artistic, I can't read anything. I'll link it down below. Everything will be linked down below that I can find links for. So yeah, I bought this album. It's actually a CD. Let me pop it open for you. So it's actually a CD, but it comes in almost like a small, like if you get a 7-inch LP, this is the size of packaging they come in, and it like slides out like an LP. It has like some cute little photos of her. I'll put B-roll of all of this, obvs. And then the lyrics to the songs, and it looks so cool. Look at this. Slay. This looks sick. And then the CD itself looks pretty damn cool in there, so yeah. Obsessed. I love Wednesday Campanella. I know they replaced their singer, and I'm obsessed with their new lead vocalist. Oh, there's another card of her. I'm obsessed with their new lead vocalist. I think she has the coolest style, an amazing voice, and I'm just obsessed with the music they're putting out recently. My favorite song is probably Buckingham, or I really like Buckingham. I really like, I don't think it's on this album, but I really like Tinkerbell. That song is a banger. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out Wednesday Campanella, specifically this album and the newer album that just came out. Both are bomb, so I'm really obsessed with her music. or their music, it's a whole band. The next thing I picked up is the Baby Metal 10 Baby Metal Years vinyl. I wanted to pick up more vinyl while I was there, but everything was organized in like Japanese alphabetical order, and this was right at the beginning of the trip, so like I couldn't figure out how the alphabetical order worked. It took me a little while during the trip to figure it out, so I kind of was like overwhelmed. And I don't know about you guys, but every time I walk into like a record shop or anything, I just immediately get overwhelmed and forget every band that I've ever liked, and then I don't know like what letters to search, and then turn that into Japanese, and it's just yikes. So yeah, I did manage to find Baby Metal though, and I'm a huge Baby Metal fan, so I got their 10-year anniversary album. Looks very cool. It's a gatefold. I love that. And it has some classics on it. It's got Headbanger, which I love, Megitsune, Gimme Chocolate, Papaya, and yeah, just a lot of great songs. And the album, or the vinyl itself, let me open this up, is actually clear. So it's super cool. I'm super happy that I picked up this album. And the final thing I picked up at Tower Records was this bag. They were doing a pop-up for this, I think this band called Pillaring Girls. I haven't listened to their music, but the artwork on the bag was just way too cute. And this saved my life in Japan. I used this tote bag the entire trip because there's no garbage cans anywhere, so you're constantly carrying garbage, bottles, whatever, around with you. So having this tote bag to put all like my garbage in and just chuck everything in throughout the whole trip was literally the biggest lifesaver. And the bag is so dirty now, and I've been using it, like there's still stuff in it. I've been using it since I got back, so I'm absolutely obsessed with this bag. Definitely one of my favorite purchases there. So on our trip, our next big shopping stop was in Akihabara. So I'll get into some of the stuff I bought there because I'm sure you're all very excited to see. I'm going to, I think my plan is I'll do a little bit of doujin, a figure, some more doujin, and then another figure, just to kind of break it up a little bit. And I know you guys are mostly here for the figures, so. Okay, so I went a little bit crazy at Melon Books and bought a ton of doujin this trip. We made a stop at Melon Books in Akihabara, and then I also bought a bunch in Osaka, so I have a lot to show you all. And actually, most of the doujin that I bought, especially the secondhand doujin that I bought at like Mandarake and stuff, that will be on my Patreon because it is all lewd. So if you'd like to see all of the 18+ doujin and figures, I have 2 figures as well that I got that I can't show here on YouTube, you can sign up for my Patreon, patreon.com/GwynCollects, and see all of the stuff I picked up there. I'll be uploading a haul there, hopefully simultaneously with this, potentially not. I'm kind of very busy right now trying to catch up on everything after returning from the trip, but there should be a video simultaneously going up on my Patreon. So yeah, if you'd like to see all the loot things I picked up, you can check there. As for the YouTube safe items I picked up, one of the first things I picked up is the Avian Romance art book by Anmi. So this art book has pretty much all of the Avian Romance artwork that Anmi has done. There's quite a few figures based on stuff from the series. I own 3 or 4 actually of all the ballerinas in this series. But yeah, like there's figures being made of these guys. I actually don't know if we got the Flamingo Girls. There's so many pretty illustrations. Like they should make a figure of this. Gorge. Oh. So cute. Just so many cute illustrations in this book. Like I'm obsessed. So yeah, definitely recommend picking this up if you have a chance. You should be able to buy this stuff on Melon Books, although I recently found out Melon Books has been selling AI art, which is super upsetting to me, and I will not be using Melon Books unless they remove that art from their site because I do not support AI art. But I bought these before I knew, so there's that. I also picked up, a lot of these I haven't even opened yet. I also picked up Lingerie Bouquet. This is by N. Morikura. I've been a huge fan of N. Morikura for a long time, and I've wanted to pick up this book for ages, but I just never got around to it. I find picking up doujin online is so hard because it gets heavy and like it's cheap to begin with, but then you buy like 10, 20 and it gets expensive, and then shipping's super expensive. So yeah, I really went crazy in Japan because I could. But yeah, I picked up Lingerie Bouquet. I'll film some B-roll of this since I haven't even opened it yet. But I know a lot of the illustrations from this book already, and I think I can show it on YouTube, but we shall see. I also picked up this really, really pretty set in Osaka. It's the Milk Lamp Comic Cat 101 limited edition. So it came with this box that all the books go in, which is like super pretty. You see that? Gorge. And then it also came with a bunch of their doujin. So it came with this really cool like foil card that when you tilt it, it goes from like the white girl to the brown girl, which I think is like so cool. I love. So slay. This is just like actually so gorgeous. And then it came with a bunch of art books. So we had this Colors illustrated book on the theme of colored sunglasses by Milk Lamp. So all of them are just different sunglasses and then the girls wearing them. So freaking cute. Like, ah! I love it. Ooh, the yellow is really cute. So yeah, super adorable. And then the main book, I think, from the series, it's this gorgeous like foil cover one. I'm obsessed with this art style. It has a lot of like Japanese in it though, which I can't read that well. So yeah, but it has like all these characters in it. I love. It's so pretty. So I'm very, very pleased that I picked this art book up. I also, in the set, you also get this limited C101 set only book, and it's called Spy Room, and it's just a bunch of like sketches and stuff, which I think is super cool. And you only get it if you buy this like box set of all of them. So super cute. I love. Very pleased that I was able to pick this up. So we'll take a break from doujin for a second and I'll show you guys the first figure I picked up, which is the PA15 figure by Fat Company. I had wanted to pre-order this figure for ages, but I just never did. And honestly, with Fat Company, she was delayed a million times and I'm never certain on their quality. So I didn't really want to pre-order her, and so I just waited till release. And she actually turned out so cute. I got the pink version of her because I just love pink and red. It's my favorite color combo. There's also an all blue version of her that's really nice, but I just love the blue hair with the pinky purple dress and the red base. I think it's just very fun and a very unique color combo. And this figure actually turned out stunning. Her face is beautiful. Her hair has this like pearlescent paint to it. It's really, really nice. Her sculpt is amazing. She's huge. She's very hefty. Just everything about her is gorge. I will say her skin finish is very matte, and it's almost a little bit unevenly sanded. Like they could have sanded her potentially a little bit better. But it does look really, really nice, and she's very, very cute. My other gripe is she has like rips in her stockings, but they actually just painted on skin color onto her stockings. It's not like the stockings are like a separate piece. I don't know how to describe it. Hopefully it'll come across in the B-roll. But yeah, it's like the skin is painted on top of the stockings and it doesn't look fully realistic. Like it is sculpted so it bulges a bit, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird design choice to me. There are a few little paint flaws here and there, but nothing too major. And honestly, overall, she just has so much impact and she is so freaking cute. I'm obsessed with her. Love the pose, love the outfit, love the attitude. Overall, just obsessed. And she is dummy thick. If you'd like to see a drunk unboxing of this figure with myself, my friend, and my fiance, you can actually check that out on my Patreon. That was the first video I posted after I got back from Japan. So yeah, she's really, really cute. I love her, and I'm very happy that I picked her up. Okay, so finishing off the rest of the doujin here, I picked up Travail des Châteaux. Travail des Châteaux. Try my Canadian French out here. By Seitom. I haven't opened it up. Let's open this up. So here it is. It's just a little art doujin. It's very cute. I know a lot of people are fans of Seitom. It's just a sketchbook of the maid on the cover. So it's very cute. So yeah, I love that. I love the like gold foil on the cover. Very adorable. I picked up this art book by F Key, and it is their 4th full color illustration book, Bonus Time. So this is the cover. I follow them on Twitter, so as soon as I saw this art book, which is just like so cool looking, I knew I had to pick it up. And actually a figure by them, I wonder if the artwork's in this book. A figure by them just went up for pre-order. Yeah, of this girl. So this girl was my phone screensaver for like all of 2022. So I'm so hyped about the Hobby Sakura figure. I'll put a picture on the screen that is coming out of her because yes, oh my god, I love her. She's got so much attitude. This photo in particular was my screensaver on my phone for months and months and months. So yeah, obsessed with her, love her attitude, love her style. Oh, and this artist has drawn her so many times. I love this character. She is so freaking pretty. Oh, obsessed. But they also have other characters too that are super cute. I love their art style. I love their kind of like pouty girl style. It's just very me. I love it. I'm obsessed. Their artwork is so cute. I'm a huge fan. And this book is super high quality, super nice, and you get a ton of artwork for I think it was probably like $10. So very happy that I picked this up. Oh, a lewd book got in the mix. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. You can head over to Patreon if you want to see that. Okay, and then I also picked up a couple of Raita's Fate doujin. I was able to pick up, I think, volume 1, 3, and 4. I couldn't find volume 2 anywhere, and I'm pretty sure that's the one with shooting on the cover, so I'm very sad. But I did pick up volume 1 here. So pretty. I love Raita's art. Like, look how pretty this is. Shootin' Doji is so slay. I love her so much. I have a lot of other Raita art on my Patreon, in the Patreon video of this, because I picked up a lot of volumes of Zettai. So. But yeah, the artwork is so pretty. So Raita does the artwork for a lot of like different Fate things. So I love getting these Fate art books, and I've been on the hunt for them for a while, so I was excited to pick them up. They also, this one I actually got at Suragaya, which has so many amazing secondhand goods. I'm obsessed with Suragaya. Oh my god, their stores were fantastic. And this one was actually like a exclusive set that I got secondhand, and it came with this really cool like acrylic plate of, I think this is this Minamoto no Raiko? Is it? I actually don't know. But she is so gorge. And then yeah, I picked up 2 other volumes. So I got the volume 3 here. Beautiful. So this is the 3rd book, and this is the volume 4 book. And I got these 2 at Melon Books. So yeah, obsessed. I love Raita's work so much. I'm such a big fan. Okay, I have 2 more doujin and 1 art book to show you all. First, I got this super gorgeous one called Taro's Kicks. This is volume 3. I kind of wish I had bought volumes 1 and 2, but by the time we went back, they were gone. And it's essentially just a bunch of sneakers and then the girls wearing them. So cute. Like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this. Love. And all of them I think are real sneakers. Like, these are some Gucci ones. Like, how cute is that? Oh, I'm obsessed with this book. Oh, like, I love it. It's so cute. Love. There's so many good illustrations in here too. Oh. No, her poor computer. Obsessed. So yeah, love this one. And the cover's like this really nice like matte, and then the kicks is like shiny. Super, super nice. And finally, I picked up this doujin. This is the Bunny Suit Planning doujin. I have one of the Freeing Bunny Girls from this series ordered. I bet you her artwork is actually in this book. Let me open it up real quick and we'll see. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I have this bunny girl ordered. I'm gonna kind of cover it up mostly. I have her ordered. her freeing figure, so very excited about that. And finally, I have one art book. So this is Unreal by Rurudo. They had it at Ami Ami when I went there, and I decided to pick it up. So Rurudo is known for their kind of dreamy, cutesy, pouty girls. I keep opening to like the most lewd possible pages. Rurudo's art is a little bit lewd, but it's very pretty. It's very dreamy and unreal, you know? So yeah, very happy. There's quite a few figures being made of Rurudo's art. Okay, let's, what do I want to show next? I'm actually moving through this a little faster than I thought. We did go to Hakone, and in Hakone, I actually picked up a few pieces of Evangelion merch, because if you guys didn't know, Eva is actually set in Hakone. That's where like the model city, what is that? The test city, I don't know what it's called, is actually built. It's in Hakone. So in Hakone, they actually have a ton of Evangelion, like collab merch. So I got this really cute clear file that has all the all the angels, and a bunch of like little onsen symbols and Hakone on it. It has a cute little alien on the back. I also got this really cute keychain of Lilith, but it has like the little like onsen hot thingy. It's so cute. I got these really cute tabby socks that are like Unit 1 Ava themed that I love. I really wanted a pair of tabby socks, so I'm happy that these could be the ones I picked up. What else? I definitely got more. I got this really cool charger, and I don't know where I've put it. I got it out to film. Oh, here. I got a wireless charger that is like Nerve themed. Isn't that cool? And when you plug it in, it like lights up and stuff. So I was like, that's super cool. Oh, and a coaster. Let me grab it. I've been using it. Oh, and a drink. Oh, I got a lot of merch there. Oh well. I just like piled the merch on. I got this water that had Asuka and Rei in Hakone on it. So random. I kept the bottle because I thought it was cute. And this super adorable, this is definitely my favorite thing I got, this super freaking adorable little angel in the onsen coaster. It's so adorable. I love it so much, and I've been using it a ton. So I'm so happy that I picked this up because it's so cute. So I think I'll show you guys the next figure I got because I picked it up in Kyoto right after Hakone. I'm kind of going in semi-order here in the order I picked things up, not fully, because we did go to Disneyland when we were in Tokyo, but I haven't showed the Disney merch yet. But I will show you guys the next figure that I picked up. I had her buried in with all my other sporty lewd girls on my shelf, so I couldn't get her out in time. But I got the C2 bikini figure. I don't actually have a C2 figure. This is the first one in my collection. But I've wanted this figure literally for ages. Like ever since she came out, I've wanted this figure. I actually prefer this one to the bunny. I just think her face is so gorgeous. I love the sculpt. I love the paint job. Oh, she looks so good. And she's in a very similar pose to the bunny. And she's also not quite as big. She's like a 1/7 scale. This figure is by Union Creative, and honestly I think she went down a bit in the aftermarket. She's come back up a little bit more, but she did go down for quite a while. I managed to pick her up at one of my favorite store chains in Japan, Book Off. I'm obsessed with Book Off. I loved figure shopping there. That was probably my favorite store to figure shop. I would pop into any Book Off Plus we saw just to see if they had any cool figures, because I think they had the best deals of any store on secondhand figures. But I got this C2 for 13,000 yen. She was tax-free because they do tax-free there if you're not a Japanese citizen. And I didn't have to pay shipping, so 13,000 yen is an absolute steal for this figure. I'm so happy I was able to pick her up. She is gorgeous. Her face is beautiful. I think it's my favorite part of the figure, which is saying a lot because there's some other very nice parts of the figure, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm so happy I was able to pick C2 up. She's so gorgeous, and I'm just in love with her figure. Union Creative did really well on this one. I know they can be hit or miss, but this was definitely a hit. So the next thing I picked up was kind of something that was throughout the trip. Now that I've gone through most of the anime merch, I'm gonna get into more of the cultural items that I picked up and just like other little things that are really, really gorgeous and I'm obsessed with. But I did pick up something called a goshuin while I was there. And essentially what goshuin are they're little stamps that you can get at different shrines. So every shrine, pretty much, as long as it's relatively big enough, will have a goshuin area where you can go get a goshuin stamp. So the goshuin, I have a few that are like not in my book yet. You have to glue some of them in, but essentially you buy this specific book. You can get them at all of the different shrines. A lot of the shrines will have their own book, or you can buy them in stores. We saw lots of different places to buy them. This is the goshuin for the Meiji shrine because I'm basic and I wanted a goshuin from like one of the bigger shrines. So I got mine from the Meiji shrine. My fiance got his from the Sensoji. So we had one kind of Shinto book and one Buddhist book, which I thought was really cool. Sorry, my camera died. I'm back though. So this is the book I got from the Meiji shrine. You can get them at really any shrine, and my fiance and I mix and matched our goshuin. So I got Buddhist goshuin in this one, he got Shinto ones in his Buddhist one. Apparently that is okay, and people do that. So that's what we did. But here it is. The books are pretty cool. Let me take the protective cover off. So they fold like an accordion, and I guess this is one of the key things you need to look out for when you have a goshuin is it should fold out like an accordion. So you shouldn't be using any notebook. It is proper to use the actual book for the goshuin. So just so you guys know. And if you forget your book, a lot of shrines will have like page ones. Like I got this really cool one at the Akasaka shrine near my hotel that we stayed at, and it's like wood. It's like a thin shaving of wood that they did their goshuin on. So I need to glue it into my book. I just don't have a glue stick. But yeah, so these are what the goshuin look like. They're kind of like, you have a red stamp and then the kanji. Now I can't remember exactly what the kanji are supposed to represent. I know part of it's the date and like the era that you get the stamp, and then I think the name somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. So if anyone wants to translate this, please feel free to translate the Meiji stamp in the comments. So yeah, I have a stamp from the Meiji shrine that we went to. This is Sensoji. This is the blank space I left for my Akasaka. Oh, I don't know if I could remember these all. I should have written them down in order. I have pictures of all the shrines in order, so I'll be able to figure out. I believe this one is in Hakone. This is the one with the gate that's on the water. This one, I'm not certain. Probably somewhere in Kyoto, but I could be wrong. And then a lot of the ones I got in Kyoto, like at the Fushimi Inari Shrine, actually if you go to the Fushimi Inari Shrine, the goshuin are separate pages, but they're really cool. And you can pick which ones you want. So like there's 3 I think going up. The Fushimi Inari is like it's a big set of stairs with like thousands of gates that you climb under. So you can kind of pick the goshuin. So I actually have myself and my fiance's goshuin. So he'll put, I think he got this one and I got this one, and we'll put them in our books. So this is one of the stops along the way, and then I have goshuin for other stops along the way up the hill. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there are 3 different spots you can get goshuin on Fushimi Inari, so that's really cool. And then I have some from Nara. Oh, maybe this one's Nara. I can't remember. And a lot of them are really cool because some of the bigger shrines will just hand you a piece of paper, but some of the smaller ones will actually do the calligraphy in your book for you. And it's kind of funny because you'll get better or worse calligraphers, I think. Like this one. Whoa. See, these books are kind of scary. They always like accordion and fall. But this one, I watched them do it, and the girl was like with her like writing utensil. I'm not sure what the technical term is in Japanese. And it was just like a huge black line and then did the rest. And then my like fiance's is much more like so I really love that character that gets added to your book, because these are just like real people putting these in. So I got quite a few seals in my book. This one is from a shrine in Osaka Castle. I believe that was the last one we got. So I am so happy. Oftentimes they'll give you a little leaflet in Japanese on the shrine as well when you get these goshuin. The books are usually about $15 to $50, and the goshuin themselves range in price. I think the most expensive one I got was $5, 500 yen, and the cheaper ones were 300 yen. Maybe this one was $10, 1,000 yen. But so, you know, you start these books thinking like, oh, like it's so cool. It ends up being a fairly expensive souvenir if you go and get a lot of stamps, but definitely worth it. I think if you're going to be hitting a lot of shrines in Japan, which you definitely should when you go to Japan, because the shrines are absolutely beautiful and one of my favorite things to visit, definitely get yourself a goshuin, because you know, you go into these shrines and there's tons of people lined up to get good luck charms, fortunes, incense, all that stuff, which is completely fine. Like, I'm glad they're supporting these shrines, but it's a lot of like touristy stuff, I felt, and there's nothing wrong with being a tourist either. I am a tourist, so you know. But when you would go back, in the goshuin would always be in like separate little huts or little windows where you would see them do the calligraphy. Often like it would kind of be tucked away and you would go and it would be like mostly Japanese people getting these done. So I think it's something that you can connect with the culture a little bit more than just buying, say, like a good luck charm. So if you're interested in really connecting with the culture and having a super cool collectible souvenir, I definitely recommend picking up a goshuin while you're in Japan, because this is my favorite souvenir from the trip. And I can't wait to take it back next time I go to Japan and add even more, they're all on the side, even more shrines to my book. Oh, and this thing that I had is a like case for the goshuin, and I also bought, because you know, when I play to win, you know, like if I'm getting invested in something, I buy all the accessories. So I got this really cool like pouch to hold my book in at a shrine in Kyoto, and a little band to keep it shut just outside the Sensoji shrine. So obsessed with my goshuin. I love it so much. It is so special to me. Okay, so Gwen from the future here. I was editing this video, getting it ready, and it was 55 minutes long. And I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. So I decided to split it into two parts. So this has been part one of my haul, and then I will have part two coming out sometime soon. I might do it a little bit sooner than next week, because I really want to get my vlog out, or I might wait, edit the vlog, finish up the vlog, and then post the second half of this haul after it. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put these videos up when they go up. But yeah, sorry to cut it off right in the middle, but nobody wants to watch a 55-minute video. Well, I mean, if you do, thank you, but I usually don't, so. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. A huge thanks to all of my patrons over on Patreon. If you'd like to sign up for my Patreon, you can sign up in the link in the description below or at patreon.com/GwynCollects. And an even bigger thank you to all of my Chica tier patrons: Styrac, Retro Richie, Leon Blade, JP, CJ, Gregory, Melinda, Zen Nezu, Remember June, and Teeter8. Thank you so much for your support. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!